So back in the day when Howard Dean was a strong progressive, he's not anymore, but when he was, all the money would get drained from his campaign the minute he started criticizing the establishment and wars and all the things that made the donors money, right? Same thing happened to Bernie Sanders. The money drains out, and the next thing that happens is money pours into a super weak candidate. Okay, so John Kerry's a great example. So John Kerry is super lame, and he votes for the Iraq war, and he backs up what Bush is saying. So did Joe Biden, so did Hillary Clinton, and they drove us into that Iraq war.
You notice he's not going to talk about Barack Obama. Dude, what Democrat is he like? Okay? Look at this face, dude, Jesus. But like, he's basically saying every Democrat is bad. Is he going to name one Democrat that he has ever liked? He doesn't like any of them. Dude, he's not a Democrat. He's never been a fucking Democrat, boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude.
And so where did the money go? Did it go to a brave fighter like Bernie Sanders or Barbara Lee, et cetera, that stood up against the wars? No. All the money went to Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, and Joe Biden, the weakest Democrats who helped the Republicans get their goals. And, oh, golly gee, look, there's billions of dollars that goes into their coffers.
By the way, we should point out that Cenk Uygur and Anna have been talking shit about AOC. So I'm not really buying his shit because all he does is he talks about Bernie, but he talks shit about progressives too. Okay? They talk a lot of shit about AOC. Mad shit about AOC, boss.
It's not an accident. It's because the person who wants tax cuts, he doesn't need a memo. He doesn't need a conspiracy. He's just naturally going to go, well, oh, that guy talking about a wealth tax. That guy talking about raising taxes. No way. What a radical, right? Oh, that person saying we should keep taxes as they are and we should keep making money from oil and drug companies. Well, I have a drug company. So, okay, I like that one. I like Kerry. I like Biden. I like Hillary. I think the reason that your guys' show is so important is because, yeah, so, we're considered in the Bernie camp and have been for a long time. And so people pigeonhole and they go, okay, although these days we're fight sometimes with the far left and things have gotten super confusing. But what you guys are doing is you're talking to those former Hillary and Biden.
Yeah, dude, I agree. We have Nazis in the White House. ICE is murdering people. And Cenk Uygur is sitting here talking about how bad the Democrats are and giving us a historical teardown of the entire Democratic Party in a goddamn election year, right? It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, you 𝗙𝗍𝗋𝗃 motherfucker, okay? Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, seriously, bro.
Guys, these folks are not on our team. They've never been on our team. Our team is the American people and Democratic voters. Democratic voters are often in direct opposition.
Yeah. Cenk Uygur is so on the page on his team with the Democratic voters that Cenk Uygur ran for office and got 6% of the vote. There was nobody on Cenk Uygur's team. Okay, Cenk Uygur's team was like all the motherfuckers who get picked last. Nobody was on your team, Cenk Uygur. You have nobody on your team. You had Charlie Kirk on your fucking team. You have MTG on your fucking team. You fucking con man. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. I'm not listening to any strategy from you about the Democrats. You're a plant, bro. You are a Bernie bullshitter. Okay, you are last pick on dodgeball, bro. What are we talking about? I know that's some rage. I will rage. Cenk Uygur, you're a Republican plant, bro. You are not fooling anyone here, dude. You have not talked about MAGA yet. All you do, you never talk about who we're fighting. All you do is try to knock out the fucking supports of anybody on our team. You act like you have all the voters on your side. You don't have shit. Your channel is 6 million subscribers and gets no goddamn views. You don't have any voters on your side. You ran for Congress. You got 6%, bro. What are you talking about? You don't have any. You're not a populist. You are wildly unpopular. Dude, I am tired of this guy. I'm serious. Dude, this guy, like, dude, my channel, I have 70,000 subscribers, and I get practically as many views on my videos as your 6 million subscriber channel. Okay? So don't talk to me about you having the voters. You don't have anybody. You know? All right, there we go. Now, I'm going to breathe through it. I get a little heated. Dude, and he's offered not a single solution here. Okay? This whole thing. He's been talking for fucking 18 minutes and not one solution.
We've been saying this for 20 years on the Young Turks. The Democrats are paid to lose. So this is the Harlem Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals. And so the same guy is paying both of them. And if you were setting up a system where you wanted to capture our government, you wouldn't just pay one side, you'd pay both sides. And you'd pay one side to be super strong and push through extreme policies that help you. And you'd pay the other side to pretend to fight them and then go, there was nothing we could do. There was nothing we could do. That's like the favorite Democratic leadership song. They all sing it in unison in the caucus. And so there, and we've pointed out for 20 straight.
Dude, see the thing about Cenk though is again, like look at this though. He's not showing solutions, right? He goes on IHIP and like our enemy right now is MAGA. This is a goddamn election year. And what are we going to do? We're going to listen to this pork rinds eater spend all fucking year just talk about how shitty the Democrats are, how they're do-nothing Democrats, they're corporate, they're worse than MAGA because, right? It's like, fuck you, Cenk Uygur. And IHIP ladies, you need to be smarter than this, okay? No offense, but you need to get these toxic motherfuckers and give them a fucking challenge because he's doing the same shit he did in 2024. Which is to sink the goddamn Democratic Party because this motherfucker's a Republican, okay? Like, come on, man. It's like I don't care. I don't care if the Democrats, yeah, they're a little corporate. Yeah, they're not perfect. Yeah, they fucked up a lot of shit. But they're the only goddamn chance we have right now. So let's get them in office and then let's pressure them when they're in office and keep showing up and quit crying about what they're not doing. Let's take the fight to them while they're in office. Instead of like, once they get power, we just sit back, say, oh, they're not doing anything. But get this fucking pork rind eater out of the fucking trough, bro. It's like, we need to give him the boot. And like, why is she smiling? What is she doing? She's smiling like, oh, Cenk Uygur, yeah, let's just shit on the Democrats the whole time. Like, dude, that ain't helping. Okay? That ain't helping. You get them in office and then you pressure them. You know, and like, come on, man.
I have always been such an admirer of yours and Anna. I think I've been like so obsessed with you guys for years. I see your clips and you just have such conviction and you have this fuck you brand of your conviction. And that just like speaks to me. It speaks to my soul. You're not trying to package it up. But welcome to I've Had It. What have you had it with, Cenk?
Dude, maybe like 6 years ago, but like, there's no fucking way she has felt that in the last year. All right. I'm calling. What's that smell? I'm calling some bullshit. 6 years ago, maybe, dude. Look at this face right here, dude. This is all of us right here, dude. I've had it with Cenk, but in the last year, oh my god, dude. All right, here we go.
Well, I've had it with a lot of things, but my number one thing is corruption, money in politics.
Dude, his number one thing is Israel. Let's be honest.
It's the cancer in our country, and if we don't fix it, we're not going to fix any of our other problems.
See, dude, here's the deal. I agree with the money in politics, but like, no offense, guys, and I know I'm like piling right in, but you cannot tell me that the left-wing channel who calls his studio Polymarket Studios during a fucking election gets to lecture any of us about money in politics. You corporate whore, right? I mean, give me a fucking break, Cenk Uygur, taking J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel's money and renaming your fucking studio. You may as well have called it J.D. Vance and Donald Trump Studio during the fucking election, right? You know what I mean? Billionaire ass kissers. Yeah. Dude, he is the corporate whore. Okay? And wanting to talk, oh, I'm here to get rid of money in politics. Like, bro, you sold the fuck out hard. Like, hard. You know? Like, come on, man. That's some bullshit. Okay? It is, dude. That is some bullshit, dude.
What specifically are you talking about? Like money in election? I mean, obviously what Donald Trump does every day, but
Polymarket
like
Studios.
Specifically.
Yeah. So all of our politicians, almost all of them, get corporate PAC money and foreign government money, and they serve them 100%. So honestly, like, all of politics is a theater. We're at a play, and establishment media is the director of that play. So it's all fraudulent. They have conversations about, oh, they had a debate about this or that, and then Republicans won that debate or Democrats won that debate. There's no debate. None whatsoever. There's donor money being exchanged. It's legalized bribes, and then they do exactly as their donors order them to do. So honestly, like, it's super embarrassing to work at the New York Times or CNN.
See, it's so funny because Cenk insists that everybody but him does exactly what their donors do, but he takes a whole bunch of donor money and supposedly doesn't do like what the donors want. But we know he does. Okay, we know he does. We know they were sabotaging Joe Biden and Kamala Harris the whole time. And yes, dude, establishment is like his favorite word. During sex, he's like, oh, establishment. Oh, establishment. Right? I mean, let's be real, dude. That's the only fucking word in English he can fucking pronounce.